Today I ducked up by giving my husband a blowjob. Obligatory. This was not today, but in fact yesterday. Yesterday was my, female 25, husband's, male 26, birthday, and I decided to give him an early birthday present by waking him up with a blowjob. Well, he sure as hell woke up when he, instead of ejaculating in my mouth, accidentally peed. So instead of a nice, cozy birthday morning cuddling in bed, I had to rush to the toilet, mouth filled with pee. Thankfully we are comfortable enough with each other to be able to just laugh it off afterwards, and the rest of the day went great with other, dry, activities, gifts and dinner at his favorite restaurant. TLDR, today I ducked up by deciding to give husband a blowjob to wake him up on his birthday. He then accidentally peed in my mouth. We laughed it off, remaining day went great. Today I ducked up by daring an online girlfriend to send my nudes to my family and friends. So today is the day that I have decided to tell you all the story of the time I got blackmailed by my own nudes out of 300 quid. Sit down, kids. So the year is 2018 and I have just moved to a new city by myself, and I was on one of the dating apps Meet Me, to see what's new and see if I can find a girl who knows nothing about me. I can be myself without my past dragging me down. Excellent. I match with this girl and right off the bat she's sexting me and sending me nudes. Whatever, I'm horny. I whip it out and start beating the snake in my pants while sexting her. She asks if I use Kick 'cause it's easier for her. I download it and she sends more nudes. Fabuloso. She asks for a picture back. Sure, why not? I take a quick snap of my wang and send it to her. She says it's hotter if my face is in it. Weird fucking kink, but alright. I take a selfie in the mirror with my face clearly in it and my pants down with my D pointing like a dowing rod looking for a quick fuck. No reply for like 5 minutes. I then get a message. A screenshot of my Facebook profile and my friends list, my mum's profile, my sister's profile, etc., etc. are sent to me. I naturally drop a dookie in my pants. Send me £300 to bank account, or I will send those pictures you sent to these people. Fuck. I immediately freak out and start begging her not to send them and that I have no money to send. She is adamant on sending these photos, and obviously I'm freaking the fuck out. I eventually send her 50 quid and tell her that's all I have. She says okay, now send the other 250 and another 100 for wasting my time. I'm being fucking cybermugged. I take a time out for a quick second and think to myself, wait a second, what's the worst that could happen? People see my D. I don't have a micronob, so it's not really embarrassing. You know what, fucking send them. I dare you. Ballsy move there, dude. I know. You won't have any leverage if you send those photos and you won't get the rest of the money. I get no reply for a while. I decide to post a public post on Facebook about the situation and to tell everyone to expect my nudes in their DMs. Everyone gets a kick out of it. A reply comes through in Kick and it's basically a huge apology, stating that they weren't going to do it again. I didn't reply, but they sent me about 5 other messages asking if I'm still there and that I still think you're cute. Chances are it's some fucking 40-year-old Indonesian dude. I don't bat for that team, you know. So there's my story of how I made a scammer apologize to me after daring them to send my nudes to my family and friends. I have now privatized everything on my profile because of this whole situation, but I guess now I'm not ashamed of my body. TLDR, met a girl on dating site, we exchanged nudes. She found my Facebook and threatened to send my nudes to family and friends before me coming back with fucking do it pussy. TIFU by sending the results of a BDSM quiz to my dad. Unlike many, this actually happened today. I, 24F, took a BDSM quiz along with my partner, 26F, for a bit of fun. She asked me to send her the screenshot of the results. Now, I was 100% honest with this thing, and I don't think I am into anything terribly over the top, but I like anyone have my thangs. Not paying attention, I sent the results to my dad, having not realized it was him and being exhausted from being in the middle of a house move. And so I sat there, for 5 entire blissfully ignorant minutes, with the list on full display to my dad. For some context, my dad is a supremely chill dude, and we are quite close. So the embarrassment was sort of humorous, rather than the bone-chilling implosion of a desire to wink out of existence. My dad, being the utter champion he is, shrugged it off and we laughed it off. TLDR, my dad now knows I am 81% brat tamer. Edit, my partner has just reminded me that she laughed her ass off at me, loudly, relentlessly. She wanted you to know that. Also edit, well this kinda blew up, at least by my standards, and thanks for my first award. Also edit, my first gold is from showing your dad my effective kink tier list. Splendid. Today I ducked up. I finished while making eye contact with his mom NSFW. Today I ducked up. So me and my boyfriend were doing the dirty deeds in him and his mom's 2-bedroom apartment. We are usually fairly quiet and his mom is very good at knocking. So he went under the blanket after an hour-ish of fooling around. Less than 5 pretty great minutes passed by and it is time to release. As you can tell by the title, the worst thing happened to us. Keep in mind we have been together for over a year and I am still afraid to talk to her. So what's better to break the ice than a very powerful orgasm? Mistake 1. We left the TV on. Mistake 2. We were sinning in her presence to begin with. Mistake 3. He didn't hear her come in. An hour of pent-up page 13 smooching lingering hands led to one thing which led to another. Usually I am very insecure of him licking the vertical bacon sandwich, but today I thought it would be fine. I was wrong. Performance has never been an issue on his end and once again he did great, so great his mom heard us and walked in. If that wasn't bad enough, we usually turn off the TV to avoid unwanted visitors and are usually on our feet. Usually. Rather than knocking per usual, her face of curiosity beamed and a weight of 100 eyes locked onto me. There I am, mid-orgasm, making prolonged eye contact with his mom for what felt like 15 seconds. I am petrified and my boyfriend is still slurping the very sensitive slit. All noise that tried to escape was stopped as abruptly as my heartbeat. Her look of confusion and fear is all that my body can focus on. Cherry on top of this situation is that my boyfriend hadn't heard her in the room the entire time. Eventually his mother's body must have gone to flight mode as she notices her son's legs sticking out of the blanket. And with the closing of the door, my poor boyfriend's head pops out of the blanket only to realize that she had already left. So today I fucked up by finishing on my boyfriend's face while holding intense eye contact with his mom. Wish me luck because I believe dinner will be soon. Always take precautions, brothers. TLDR, I kept unbroken eye contact with his mom mid-orgasm. Sorry I wrote this right after it happened and writing has never been something I'm good at. I thought writing this would make me feel better about the situation, but I don't think it did. Thank you for your time, people of Reddit. TIFU by trying to be overly dominant in the bedroom. This happened 2 nights ago after my girlfriend and I returned home pretty tipsy after having a few drinks with friends. We've been together for 2 years now, and with it being the first serious relationship for both of us, we've used the last 2 years to really figure out what we both like in the bedroom. I mean really figure it out. Cutting a short story shorter. I'm not the most naturally dominant guy in the world, but with booze in me I try my best. Something my girlfriend loves. Having not done the deed since the previous night and with alcohol helping the mood along, things quickly got raunchy and we started making out. Slimming down to just our undies. My girlfriend had previously mentioned that she'd love it if I ripped off her undies instead of gently taking them off like the modern day gent I am. This is something I had yet to attempt for some reason, having never felt it the right time and never felt it the right easily rippable undies. It's at this very moment that a voice from above, be it Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha or Anne Frank, told me now is the time. I grabbed the undies with both hands and pulled, and lo and behold it worked. I heard it rip and felt one side rip from the other. With that I felt the blood rush to my head. Both heads. I felt a surge of raw sexual energy. Adrenaline like never before. I seen the look on her face. I had done it. I had climbed my Everest. I had reached the promised land. I was ready to dominate that night like never before. I then proceeded to attempt stage 2 of pulling the ripped underwear off to let the real fun begin. This I stupidly figured was going to be easy. This is where the fuck up happens. I drunkenly never realized I'd only ripped one side of the underwear, leaving the other leg fully strapped in. Not realizing this, I pulled up towards me. With that I heard my girlfriend scream. Not a sexy moan type scream. A proper scream of pain. I quickly stopped my attempt, wondering what had gone wrong. She then proceeded to erupt in a fit of uncontrollable laughter. It's at this moment I realized I had just accidentally vagina wedged my girlfriend. After waiting for what felt like an age for her to stop laughing, I drunkenly apologized, shamefully taking off the half-ripped undies the conventional way while making sure all was okay down below and that I hadn't accidentally circumcised her. All of which was thankfully okay. Having thankfully only bruised my ego. Things proceeded as normal from there, but we're still laughing about it now. Edit, typos. Dead to deed. Lo and behold to lo and behold. Thanks for the education. TLDR, tried to be sexy by ripping a girlfriend's underwear before sex. Ended up accidentally giving her a vagina wedgie. Wow, you made it through the whole video. Thank you for your time. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Have a good day, or evening, or morning, or night, or whatever.